We're doing a resume review of a data analyst intern. So, what we're going to be looking for is SQL, data visualization, statistical analysis, Python programming, ETL, and the ability to work with others along with taking direction and criticism is as per usual with most internships. So, let's look at this. So, I do see that they graduated from India. Again, full disclosure, I'm a US based recruiter. I don't know how this is going to translate to the resume meta in other countries. I don't even know if you would call it that. But looking over this, let's look about it as just pretending as if this was in the US because that's where my skill set is. So this isn't needed. Um, this is this doesn't tell them anything right here. I'm not a huge fan of technical skills sections, but I think if you do have them, you should at least have three, like three or less actual sections because these should be in the bullet points. So, conducted exploratory data analysis to diverse data sets to classify alien species using supervised learning techniques. That sounds cool. I like that. That's a really neat project. I need to know what you used in it. Did you do data analysis using SQL and Excel, which actually should have put on there. Excel definitely should have been on there. So yeah, I'm even looking at this right now and I don't see any of this stuff. I don't see that you were worked well with others. I don't see that you were able to take direction. So I need these to move you forward to the next stage, and I don't see them because it does not count when they are blobs. This does not count. It needs to be in here, not up here, in here. And I also needed to add Excel for that. So this is a very quick review, but I don't think I can move forward. I'm just scanning this to see. I do think that alien project is neat, and I want to know personally more about it, but I couldn't move you forward. So feel free to submit it again, and then just, please add these things because this is what they're going to be looking for, in addition to Excel, which I should have had, and maybe R, but mainly those. So that's my review. Scene transition. We have got another internship, which is good that we have it. I don't know, but regarding that, let's get to this resume. So, what we're going to be looking for a software engineering intern is going to be the primary language, the rest of the tech stack. So it's going to be maybe Java or C or Python, or if it's JavaScript, then you kind of want to wrap in like TypeScript or something. And then the rest of it is going to be a bunch of different stuff that's going to depend on the type of coder you are. It could be Flask, it could be Django. It's probably going to be SQL though. So and then obviously for the rest of interns that everybody usually forgets is those two. So ability to work with others and takes direction and criticism. So let's see what they got. All right, they have a giant blob at the top. I personally do not like blobs. Also, here is the problem. I have spoken to many hiring managers that hire for IT people, and they do not like the blobs, but especially do not like the blobs for entry level or internship positions. What this shows is that you know every language. What it shows to them is that they think you're not being truthful. Even if it is true, even if you are a savant and you know every single language and you can go like blah 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 blah, blah magical coding stuff, they're gonna think it's not true. So you're gonna need to pick in this case. Either TypeScript, JavaScript, HTML, CSS, or Python, or Java, or C. So, and then frameworks. I think you've gotten the right ones here. But again, there's too many, and I'm not a big fan of skill blocks. They don't like it. In addition, they probably will not look at your LinkedIn or GitHub. Some managers do, but not all of them. So you cannot rely on that. So education, research, scholarship. I've not actually seen people put in the scholarship, and I'm kind of two minds on if that is good or not. If you're going to put in the scholarship, I would recommend telling them what the scholarship is for. Like, yeah, I don't know, like, why did you get it? Why were you good? Like, don't make it more than the line it is, but I don't think that's terrible. But you need to give information like why did you even get that? I don't know. So, work experience, 3 billion markup tech company. Okay. Software engineer intern on AL integration team workflow. This is not bad. I'd prefer this to just be in the first sentence. rather than hovering just from a formatting, but it's not terrible, which is just software engineer on an AI ML integration. Worked in a cross-functional team of QA and developers to maintain his ML workflow management system. I like that. Optimize artificial light and manage probably with Flask and Azure. It has cloud and which is Azure to automatically destroy temporary artifacts. You don't need to bold this. No one's the people that are reading your resume first and getting through not going to understand what that is. Uh, and the manager may not care. But the Flask and Azure are correct. Um, I like this because you worked cross functional, shows you worked with the team. I'd like something that shows you. I want a little bit more. Again, I do not like blobs. I would rather it be in here. Like worked in a cross functional team of QA and developers in a X environment, which in this case would be Python Kubernetes. I despise that word. Helm, Agro, and Azure and Flask. Blah blah blah. So yeah, it's not bad. Um, Stop bolding it. It's actually taking away from the stuff in your resume that's really good. Design and implement a cultural benchmark, copy, enter a single chart. That's fine. I need the tech stack for this. Yes, it's up here. Yes, that doesn't count. Engineered a robust integration bash. That's fine. Gigs of stop saying the gigs. Stop bolding, please. Everybody, stop bolding things. Optimized data, yeah. So I want a little bit more. I think you've got most of it right. I just want the formatting to be a little cleaner, and I want you to put in some of the latter ones of how you worked as a team and took criticism, just a little bit, and a little bit more of the tech stack, such as like SQL in the primary language. Otherwise, it's okay, but your bolding is everywhere. Please just remove the bolding. So yeah, and they'll probably may not even read down there. But otherwise it's okay. I can definitely see some people maybe moving forward, specifically because it works on you worked in a cross-functional team with QA. But yeah, I just want a little bit more of everything in there. So I can see it moving forward, fix the formatting, stop with the bolding. I plead everyone, please stop with the bolding. It stop it. No bold. Bold be bad. So that's my review for this and scene transition. This resume is of a software engineer. They put in software engineer and then backend engineer, but I really kind of need more so the tech stack and which one they wanted to focus on. I assume this is going to be backend, and based on this real quick, I assume it's going to be Python. But let me just take a brief look at that because that's going to really change the keywords and qualifications. Um, Cloud is going to be the same across most of them and sequel is going to be the same again around most of them, but the rest of it is going to change. So let's look at John Doe. All right, so software engineer graduating in 2025. Um, I assume early, but typically they're not going to hire this far out, but that's fine. Cloud infrastructure, Linux, GitHub passion. This does not help. None of this helps. I mean, not a fan of that. So, college, bachelor, mechanical engineering. I don't know what 8.76 means, but again, this may be a not in the United States thing, and that's fine. Uh, Not a huge fan of skill blobs, but this is very specific, and it does lend that it shows that you are looking for a Python position primarily, or maybe Go and C, maybe. But all right, software engineer designed a real-time schedule using fast API, MongoDB releasing latency. Enhanced performance, OpenGPT, ChatG, OpenAI. Okay. So stop bolding. I'm going to be driven insane by the bolding. In addition, we are going to be missing some keywords for here. I need to know the tech stack. You cannot, not have it just up here. They have to be in here. MongoDB, Fast API, AI in general are good to have along with Go. But I need to see that you used Python for this. You don't have to proclaim it and say you're an amazing coder of wizardry. You just need to say like designed a real-time transcription pipeline using X, Y, and Z, which was a fast in a Python environment along with X, Y, and Z. That should be it. Because I don't see, and if this is going for a Python one, I'm going to need honestly here. I mean, you got it right. These are the keywords. The problem is they're not where they need to be. Microservices is one that's good. Fast API, RabbitMQ. I think I've seen that once or twice. Stop bolding everything. I can't read this. It's so hard to read. Okay, yeah, stop bolding everything and then just add this stuff in here. Honestly, that's really what you need. The AI is good. You've got a good thing on the keywords. The rest of the formatting is relatively good. This can go away. But I don't know if I can actually move you forward because I'm going to go, the manager could like, well, did they use Python? It's like, well, yeah, those are things like, no, you need to double check or something. And even though you say microservices, that's fine. I like that actually. But yeah, I'm trying to like find a way to move this forward. And the cloud, maybe, and the CI/CD, but the fact that you're missing this whole section, it may be just not going to work out. And then we need this stuff too. We do have fast API, but yeah. So I don't know if I could really move this forward. I just need this stuff. Just put this stuff in this stuff. That's it. That's the key. And then stop bolding everything. There's too much bolding. So that is my resume review for this. This is a project manager resume that is honestly, I don't even know if I would could suggest any changes because it said they had, and let me just check this real quick, 50 applications to 3 interviews. That's phenomenal. So that's like a really, really good ratio. Honestly, anything below 50, unless the market is crazy hot, is solid. So what we're going to be looking for is going to vary because project managers are going to vary based on the projects. So first thing I'm going to be looking for is industry experience, which I don't know what it is yet. Haven't looked at the resume. Then we're going to be looking that you've managed multiple projects from inception to launch, that you've been ahead of schedule and under budget, that you use industry tools, which again is going to vary greatly based on the resume, and that anything involving stakeholders and cross functional. But let's see what you got. So, PMP. Perfect. You actually put it in your name, which is, I think, very funny, but very, very, very good. Um, Certifications amongst industries vary wildly. So some certifications don't matter, but PMP is a cert that very much matters. There's a lot of places, and if you have a PMP cert, you want that thing up front and center. So, let's see. IT project manager. All right, we're doing IT. That makes sense. Develop the project initiation process by defining scope, determining action items, assigning ownership, creating timelines, and tracking execution and workflow, prepared, presented, and distributed status reports. That is a bar none, almost perfect first sentence. The only thing I would maybe change is just to add to stakeholders and other people. But beyond that, that's such a minor quibble. This is how you write a good first sentence. This is perfect. This gives you everything they did. I love that. Planned, monitored, and evaluated project implementation and manage delivery teams. Perfect. Escalated issues for timely resolution and adhere to standardized project management methodologies. Okay. Built out the PMO portfolio from scratch. Okay. Manage 85 projects simultaneously tracking and throwing up and logging information. I would just move that up top because that's, I think, a good one that should be up higher. Oversaw time tracking of resources and divide project status summaries. Implemented an international telecom project over the span of 1.5 years. Yeah. Ran an implemented project in relation to talent management for external. These are amazing bullet points. These are how you make bullet points. Everybody thinks you need to brag and you need to say 13% increase, 12% increase. No, you need to do this. These are some of the best bullet points I've seen in a very long time. Now, minor quibble, and again, this is minor. I think maybe some of these could be combined. I would just save a little bit of space. But again, amazing. Project planning, strategy design, testing, systems, support. Yeah, and here it is. So here are the applications that they've used. Here is this. Yeah, I look. IT is in a slump right now, and this person is getting a 50 to 3 application for an IT project manager. That's phenomenal. Um, I mean, this is how you do it. This is how you write a resume. Everybody else take notes. I only have very, very minor quibbles that I have with it. So this is how you write it, right? Supervised monthly for project track. This should probably be higher. Like I think it's just really the order and then maybe a combination of some of the bullet points. But this is what you want to do. I mean, yeah, you're you're doing 50 to 3. That's phenomenal in a bad market. So I don't even know if I want to do those changes, but yeah, I don't have anything else but praise. This is a solid resume. If this was a project manager position, I would be moving them forward. They show what they did. They show how many projects. They showed the scope and the budget. They did the duties. They showed that they use these things right here, which yes is important. They have a PMP cert, which is great. So yeah, amazing. I don't have a ranking system really. It's been like up and thumbs down, maybe 5 out of 5 heads. I don't know. But yeah, that'll be it for me today. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And go down below to the description if you want to have your resume submitted to me. It's all free. I just like helping people. So that's it for me, and have a wonderful whatever tomorrow is or today when I post the video. Bye.